So here is a linear equation. We want to graph this linear equation. Of course, a linear equation will give me a straight line, but there are three different methods to graph this. I'm going to show you all the three different methods. The last one I highly recommend because the easiest way to graph this specific equation when it's written in this format. And this format, we call it the Ax plus by equals c. When it's written in this form, there's an easy way of graphing it. So I'm going to show you the three different ways. And the first one is changing this into y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So to change this into y equals mx plus b, then I have to solve all of this equation for y. So I'm just going to take this 4x minus 2y equals 8 and solve it for y. So I'm going to move the 4x to the other side. So I'm left with negative 2y here. And when I move the 4x to the other side, it changes to minus 4x plus 8. Now at this stage, I want to divide everything by negative 2. And I end up with y equaling 2x minus 4. Now, as I said, this negative 4 is what my y-intercept. So I go ahead and plot that. That's my y-intercept since this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. And now my slope, so the y-intercept here is negative 4 and the slope is 2, which is 2 over 1. Remember, slope is rise over run. So therefore, from the y-intercept, I start rising 2, go up 2 and over 1, up 2, over 1, up 2, over 1, up 2, over 1, and you keep on doing that. And these are enough points to graph this. And this here basically will give you a straight line going through these points right here. So that is the first way of graphing this. The second way is, I'm just going to throw that right in, is table of values. Table of values, all you need to do is just make up some x values here. Let's say negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. And when the equation is written in this form right here, then you could plug in your x values into here. So let's say I plug in negative 2 for x. So 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 minus 4 is negative 8. And plug in negative 1, that gives me negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6. And then if I plug in 0 for x, 2 times 0 is 0 minus 4 is negative 4. And plug in 1, 2 times 1 is 2, minus 4 is negative 2. And if plug in 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 minus 4 is 0. So now I just plot these points, negative 2 and negative 8, which is right here. And then negative 1 and negative 6 is right there. And then 0 and negative 4, which is right there. And then 1 and negative 2, 1 and negative 2 is right here. And then 2 and 0, which is right here. And then you make a straight line right through these points and you'll get exactly the same thing. Okay, now how about that last one, and which I think is the easiest one, or the easiest method to graph this. The easiest method to graph this is to do this, is to right. So we take the 4x minus 2y equals 8. What I want to do here, I just want to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. And once I find the x-intercept and the y-intercept, I plot them. And I draw a straight line through these 2 points. So how do we find the x-intercept? If you want to find the x-intercept, you get rid of that 2y. So all you need to do, because you make the y 0. So finding the x-intercept, you make the y 0. 2 times 0 is 0. So that's why this disappears. So you could easily just say, you know, if I'm finding the x-intercept, I might as well just get rid of this. And then I have 4x equals 8, and then divide both sides by 4, and I get my x-intercept to equal 2. So I go and plot my x-intercept, and we said it's 2, so it's right there. And then if I want to find the y-intercept, all I need to do is just make the x 0. So if I make the x 0, 4 times 0 is going to be 0. So all of this will disappear if you're finding the y-intercept. And therefore, now you end up with, so this is basically the x-intercept right here. And then to find the y-intercept, you get rid of the 4x, because as we said, the x, you make the x 0 to find the y-intercept. So 4 times 0 is going to be 0. And that's why I just block it. I get rid of it. And I get negative 2y equals 8. Divide both sides by negative 2 by negative 2. Y equals negative 4. And then I go ahead and plot that. My y-intercept is at negative 4. So you have these 2 points. And then you could just make the best straight line between these 2 points, which will be exactly the same graph as this one. So you make a straight line through here, these 2 points right there, and you're going to get the same answer. So these are the 3 ways of graphing a straight line in the format Ax plus By equals C. I highly recommend, if you get something like this and you have the choice to graph it any method you like, use this because it's a lot faster, the last method. Okay, as always, thank you for watching. Till next time, bye-bye.